What's up, people? Well, there's so much going on. You're wondering why sometimes I don't make a video. There's been a lot of troubling news going on in the world of Krull, and a lot of things are going to be exposed. I'm going to have to come back today and tell you all about it because there might be a short hiatus in the world of me. But let's get right to the point because eventually I'll be able to do these videos anyway. Nobody could shut me down completely. The government's coming for me, basically. All right, I'll tell you a little bit more about it, but right now we got to talk about Zolt. What I say, okay? Here's a company that's absolutely destroyed me mentally, monetarily. The only reason I made money on it was that I threw a couple thousand shares in an account that I never talked about, never looked at, that I've had for years and years. That stock was down at $8 at one point. It's as high as 50. We all know about it. Now, people scold me, saying that I'm too emotional. But when you see a stock getting hammered like that after the last quarter, which seemed to be good, and the conference call was awesome, what he did again was overpromise and underproduce. And at this point, you got to give up. Okay? And now I'm on the message boards, always on the Yahoo message boards, and I have a lot of people that like me there, people that don't like me there, whatnot. But what did I say? What did I say? How can we trust this guy anymore? All I want from the company was to let me know when they're going to release earnings. You can't even do that. So rule number one to some people, as far as investing is concerned, is the management. If you have faith in management, that's one of the biggest reasons why you want to invest in a company. Now, investing to me hasn't made sense in years. Hasn't made sense since the bubble. Because you never know what these companies are worth. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. You never know when you're going to have an Enron or a WorldCom or a Tyco or whatever the case. You read headlines that sound great and the stock goes down. Why? You read headlines that sound awful and the stock goes up. Why? You never know. That's why if you can figure out how to trade, that's what you should be doing. Stay liquid in cash, move in, get out, take a little bit of money, call it a job, call it what you will, just try to make money. But when you're an investor, you have to have faith. You have to have faith. That's what I had in Zolt. I'm a believer in carbon fiber. All the reasons that I bought the stock all those many years ago was that carbon fiber, it's super, it's special, made me feel good. I wanted a carbon fiber cock, if you will. I was so excited about carbon fiber. Then I read about how they're going to use it in oil parts and to drill down to get to the oil that we couldn't get to. Instead of steel, they're going to use carbon fiber. Then they were building windmills, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be great with all these, liberals wanting to change the world and go green. They're going to come to Zolt. Everybody's going to come to Zolt. And that's what it was. It got hyped up. But then, sadly, all the analysts started getting involved in Zolt. And then if I would have known, Kramer was talking about Zolt. I called Kramer, I think, one of the first times he was ever on the air and he started taking phone calls. I immediately called him on Zolt. He didn't even any idea what it was. He said, well, if you're looking for composite materials, I think he told me about T-I-E, titanium or something like that. Didn't even know what Zolt was. But I got an email about Kramer was pumping Zolt about 10 days ago. If I had known that, I probably would have exited right there. But the main thing is about a week and a half ago, I was short the Zolt at 36.70, okay? And I was all angry about the stock gapping up, and it hit 38.50. And I was about to cover and get all pissed off about it. Why do I even short the stock? Why do I ever short the stock if I think it's going to go to the moon? Because that's what trading is. There is times where good stocks actually pull back, and that's what I thought Zolt was in the middle of, which it was. But prick fuck that I am, a typical trade is I'm so happy that I didn't lose money on the trade when I went to 38 and change and it started selling off some more. Then at 35, instead of it taking a couple $1,000 hit, I wound up making $1,000 on the trade, patting myself on the back, and then what do I get? I got a stock now at 26.80 bid. Now everybody over to the message boards, this is for you guys. Was I wrong? Was I wrong to criticize management? Was I wrong? Was I wrong to tell you that this is kind of maybe a time to be panicking out? That sometimes a stock going down, unexplainably and inexplicably going down, not participating in rallies, Another thing that you should be looking out, when the market has been getting hammered every day, and then it finally does rally, and your stock's just sitting there doing nothing, that's a sign. Nobody gives a shit about your stock, all right? The whole market's rallying, and you're sitting there like, why is it not going up today? Everything's up. Your whole stock market, your whole screen is green, except for that one red blotch, and that's the one you own. Dump it. So I don't know. The stock could either go right now. I'm thinking it goes to 17 bucks. Somebody hit the reset button. That's what's going to happen. Until they can prove that they know how to make money with the carbon fiber, they have a great product, but nobody wants to buy it from them, or they don't know how to make money with it. It's not a good stock. They can't even let you know. I never got a phone call back from anybody from that company. I've been calling them for years. Here's an annual report. They send me annual reports. Thanks. I want to talk to somebody. All right, Jill Schmidt, this is for you. Call somebody back. So as far as investor relations, they didn't relate to me well. So what I did yesterday is, I think I told you guys in the chat room, I'm not staying long. I sold the 2,000 shares that I had, but not wanting to be left out in the cold, so to speak, I bought calls on the stock just in case they had something super to say, which I knew they wouldn't. I didn't want to go short a stock that I really want to have faith in, because that's what it is right now, faith. If you're an investor, you gotta have faith. Just like believing in God. If you want to invest in a stock, you gotta have faith that these people aren't lying to you. You gotta have faith that the numbers that you crunched are correct, but it doesn't mean anything. Nothing means anything. What I bring to the table is someone that has proven to you that 80% of the time when I sell out of a stock goes higher, whatever the case. If I'm short a position and I cover it for a small profit or for a loss, 80% of the time it continues that move down. The upside is even better because obviously the profits are unlimited. Look at the dryers. Look what I did to LLNW. I pretty much saved the company. Now with the CMGI, it's the only stock. Right now, the only stocks I still have are CMGI and Doral. And sure as hell, going to be selling those companies. So I'm going to probably be dumping out of the CMGI any day now because I can't allow this stock to go to $10 and crush me, because I've avoided this bear market pretty much flawlessly. Got out of the Zolt even. Thank God I'm not in an ACG anymore. Oh, that was a winner. That was an awesome one, huh? But more importantly, the Suck My NASDAQ is coming under attack right now, and we might have to make a change here, and which is good because I was looking to make a change. This was all like a test. This was just a test to see if anybody would appreciate what I can bring to the table. And now, once we change the name, if we have to change the name, which probably we have to change the name, we are, using the NASDAQ name and all that, but it's not about the name. I never abuse the NASDAQ. I never abuse anybody. I abuse myself. That's what I do. And that's not going to end. That's not going to change. But, alright, I've gone on for 8 minutes now. Want me to stick my neck out? Zolt, 17 bucks. But there is a happy side to the story today. Wait a second. There is a happy side. We're short the GM. And everybody that was in the chat room, I was talking about shorting the GM. I was hoping it would be down 6 or 7 points this morning. So right now, the GM is going to compensate for the Zolt. So once again, I'm a revolving door, a churning fucking idiot. That's what I do. I make money here, I lose money there. I think I'm going to probably, when the market opens up, I'll probably net down 50 bucks. Wow. I guess it's better than being down $12,000 on these last 2,000 shares of Zolt that I luckily sold out of. And I'm going to be making money on the puts and the short, and the GM short that I came in with. But still, just a revolving door. That's all I do. Churn and burn, and hopefully make a little bit of money. And people out there that think I have a lot of money because I have a nice house, dude, I'm holding on to a fucking thread at this point. All right? You don't know. Every day I'm ready to walk away. Every day. But now that oh my God, and look at the SNCR.